Imagine your spiritual leader, someone you deeply respect, caught up in a scandal. Unthinkable, isn't it? Yet, the unthinkable is exactly what we're about to delve into. We're entering a world where the lines between faith, fame, and fallibility blur. A world featuring three main characters: T.D. Jakes, P. Diddy, and Tyler Perry. T.D. Jakes, a man of God, a beacon of spiritual guidance, esteemed and revered by many. Known for his charismatic sermons and prolific writings, his influence extends far beyond the pulpit, reaching into the hearts and homes of millions. Then we have P. Diddy, a name synonymous with success in the music industry. Despite his fame, he's been known to grace the pews, his faith seemingly as strong as his entrepreneurial spirit. And finally, Tyler Perry, a man who built an empire from hardship, using his creative genius to weave stories that resonate with many. A man who, despite his Hollywood status, has never shied away from expressing his deep-rooted faith. These are men of influence, men of faith, and men who have played significant roles within their communities. Yet they are also men who have found themselves at the epicenter of a scandal that sent shockwaves through those very communities. A scandal that left many questioning, doubting, and reevaluating their beliefs. But what happens when the pillars of your faith are shaken? When the men you've looked up to are not who they seemed? As we delve deeper into this story, we invite you to keep an open mind, for as the saying goes, not everything that glitters is gold. It began subtly, almost imperceptibly. But like a small crack in a dam, it was only a matter of time before it burst open. The whispers started quietly, a mere murmur in the wind. There were vague suggestions, insinuations, and subtle hints, all hinting at something not quite right. It was like the first signs of a storm, an ominous feeling of unease that crept up on the unsuspecting community. The first signs were so subtle that they could have been easily overlooked. There were hushed conversations, hurried meetings, and guarded expressions. It was a dance of shadows, a play of light and dark, where nothing was as it seemed. The leader of the church, a man once revered and respected, was now surrounded by a cloud of suspicion. The scandal involved three main characters: T.D. Jakes, P. Diddy, and Tyler Perry. The relationship between them was complex, tangled in a web of power, influence, and secrecy. Each played their part, their actions contributing to the mounting tension. T.D. Jakes, the charismatic church leader, was at the center of it all. His actions, once seen as expressions of faith and devotion, were now scrutinized and questioned. P. Diddy, the influential music mogul, was implicated in a way that shocked many. His involvement brought a new dimension to the scandal, adding fuel to the already blazing fire. And then there was Tyler Perry, the renowned film producer and actor. His reaction to the unfolding events was one of disbelief and confusion. He found himself caught in the middle, torn between loyalty and truth. As the scandal unfolded, the community was thrown into a state of chaos. There was disbelief, anger, and a profound sense of betrayal. People began to question everything they knew, their faith shaken to the core. The leader they had looked up to, the man they had trusted, was now a figure of controversy. The community was left reeling, their faith tested like never before. In the wake of the scandal, there was chaos. Trust was shattered, faith was questioned. Yes, the aftermath of the scandal was a storm of emotions, a whirlwind of doubt and shock that swept through the church community. One could almost taste the confusion in the air, a sour note that permeated every corner of the sanctuary. There were whispers, hushed conversations held in the shadows. The once vibrant and comforting place of worship was now a battleground of uncertainty. The main characters, once pillars of the community, were now at the center of a maelstrom. They too were caught in the tempest, grappling with the fallout of their actions. T.D. Jakes, a leader who was once seen as a beacon of hope and guidance, was now under scrutiny. Many wondered how he could lead a flock when his own path seemed so clouded. And P. Diddy and Tyler Perry, individuals who were not just part of the church but also influential figures in the entertainment industry, were also under the microscope. The scandal had not just rocked the church, but had sent ripples through their professional lives as well. The pain was palpable. Churchgoers, who had come to the church seeking solace and guidance, felt betrayed. Their place of refuge had been tainted. Their trust, once given so freely, was now guarded, their faith wavering. Yet amidst the turmoil, there was a resilience that began to surface. The church community, though shaken, was not shattered. They began to rally, to come together in the face of adversity. Yes, they questioned, they doubted, But they also leaned on each other, their shared faith acting as a binding force. The main characters, too, began to navigate their way through the storm. They faced the consequences of the scandal, the harsh reality of their actions. It was a time of reckoning, a time of introspection. And yet, in the midst of this turmoil, there was a glimmer of hope. A spark that had the potential to ignite a flame of forgiveness, of healing. Only time would tell if this spark would indeed light the way forward. In the face of adversity, the true character of a community is revealed. As the dust settled post-scandal, the community's resilience began to shine through. There were steps to be taken, trust to be rebuilt, and wounds to be healed. But the community faced these challenges head-on, armed with faith and unity. The first step in this healing process was forgiveness. It was not an easy task. It required strength and understanding. Yet, the community knew that without forgiveness, there could be no healing. They chose to remember that everyone, even their leaders, are human and prone to mistakes. This process of forgiving was not about forgetting or excusing the wrongdoings, but about releasing the burden of bitterness and making way for compassion and empathy. Understanding was the second key aspect of this process. The community took time to reflect, to question, and to understand what had transpired. They did not shy away from hard conversations, but embraced them. They sought to understand not just the what, but also the why behind the scandal, believing that only through understanding could they prevent such occurrences in the future. In this challenging time, the resilience and strength of the churchgoers were truly remarkable. They stood firm in their faith, supporting each other and their community. They found strength in unity, in shared prayers, and in the belief that they could overcome this trial. They did not allow this scandal to shatter their faith or their community, but instead used it as an opportunity to grow stronger. The healing process was marked by an unwavering commitment to rebuilding trust. Trust, once broken, can be hard to restore, but the community was determined. They worked together to establish transparency, accountability, and open communication, fostering an environment where trust could slowly but surely be rebuilt. The scandal was a test of faith, but it also served as a reminder of the strength and unity of the community. It was a testament to their character, their resilience, and their ability to turn adversity into an opportunity for growth and learning. So, what can we learn from this scandal? What does it teach us about faith, trust, and resilience? From this whirlwind of events, we've seen the fall and rise of a leader, the shock of a community, and the power of resilience. It's a stark reminder that even those in positions of authority are human, prone to mistakes and missteps. It's essential to question authority, not out of disrespect, but to ensure transparency and accountability. We've also seen the power of forgiveness. Despite the hurt and betrayal, the community found the strength to forgive, showcasing the profound healing power that forgiveness holds. An act of forgiveness doesn't condone the wrong, but it does free us from the chains of bitterness and resentment. Moreover, this scandal has demonstrated the strength of a united community. Amid the chaos, the community came together, supporting each other and working towards healing. It's a testament to the power of unity, resilience, and collective strength. In the end, it's not about the scandal, but how we rise from it. Comment, like, subscribe, and let's continue this conversation.